Now, speaking of Hollywood, wouldn't you love to throw a party just like the stars, where budget is no limit and you could ask for the most outlandish requests? Well, I actually spoke with one event planner who specializes in just that. Well, he has been crowned the king of celebrity event planners, and now David Tutera is back for the third season of Celebrations. With the big egos and even bigger demands of his clients, will David and his team be able to handle the last-minute problems and pitfalls that arise? Joining us this morning to tell us how he will work his magic is the one and only David Tutera. David, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Oh, you're so welcome. My God, that intro, I've been crowned? Wow.
Well, in my book you have. Some of the things you have pulled off are literally nothing short of amazing. So for anybody who hasn't tuned in yet to Celebrations, kind of give us a brief overview of the show.
Well, here's the craziness about David Tutera Celebrations is that I'm enlisted to do these events for celebrities that truly need my help. Anywhere from Vanessa Williams for her bridal shower to Cynthia Bailey for her daughter's sweet 16 birthday party to Big Ange's son's wedding. I mean, the list is endless. But I step into these celebrities' lives very short periods of time prior to the wedding or to the celebrations, and I have to deliver these expectations that are insane. And I've been working for celebrities for my entire career, and celebrities have very big expectations of what they want. In this situation, it's in a very short period of time, and we're traveling all over the country and hopefully succeeding. You'll have to tune in to find out what happens right, wrong, and everything else in between.
So, David, you mentioned crazy requests you've gotten, and again, you travel all over making these amazing events happen. What are some of the most bizarre requests you've gotten, and maybe one of the coolest locations you've been to?
We did a party with Leslie Jones for someone's wedding, which will be a surprise on my show, and it was, God, it was amazing. We found a vineyard outside of Los Angeles that I had no idea existed, and it was probably, to me, one of the most breathtaking venues I have ever worked on or in my career. Big Ange from Mob Wives, expectations that were ridiculous. Things that you wanted to me were, you know, over the top and gaudy, which I don't do gaudy. I do over the top, as you know, but I want to keep it confined and more refined. And she battled me most of the time throughout that process. The one that I found to be probably the most challenging was Reza from Shahs of Sunset, because he does do gaudy and I don't do gaudy, so that was a challenge for me. He wanted more, because I think that's just, as he said, it's his culture, it's his expectations, and my reality is that if you're bringing me on as your event and designer and planner, I have my expectations as well. I have a brand that I need to make sure is consistent. So that was a battle for me.
Well, one of the things I love to see is how you take these sometimes outlandish requests and really turn them into something beautiful, like just something that everybody can be happy with. But David, I have to ask you, you lead a really busy life with fatherhood and turning all of these high-profile celebrity events into these huge extravaganzas. How do you juggle it all?
You know, it's interesting. As I've gotten older, I have found time management to be incredibly important. And I know it sounds cliche, but the more things that you have to do, the more time that you find to do the things you want, which is to be with family. I don't know. I just managed to get in, get out, make decisions quicker, never second guess my concepts, delegate to those that you hire that are incredibly talented, allow you to spend the time with those that you truly want to be with. Not to say I don't want to be with my clients, but those are my clients. My television show is my television show, but my daughter and my family are what come first. So you make time, you truly find that time and you value it, and that's what I've done.
And you do it so well. So David, before I let you go, I'm curious, who has been the biggest diva you have worked with maybe thus far in your career?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I have worked with some divas. I think, you know, not to go back, 10, 12 years ago, but, Star Jones's wedding, she was a fairly large diva. That was a tough one. That probably goes on my list of divas because the expectations were ridiculous.
Well, I cannot wait to see what happens on season 3. David, I want to thank you so much for speaking to us this morning.
Thank you so much. It was great to be with you.
And you can catch David Tutera's Celebrations Fridays on WeTV. Stick around. We'll be back with more Morning Blend after this.